Okay, for this next segment, we're going to talk about the third, targeting the third, and why this is important. You've probably seen me and other people talking about this, but let's really kind of get to the essence of the importance of the third. You may or may not be aware, but the third is the note of the chord that really defines the harmony. So if I'm playing a G minor triad, it's G, B flat, D. That B flat, really the most important note, because that's letting you know it's minor. Now, if it were G major, it's that B natural. Whole different ball game, right? So, if you were to analyze literally just any song I've ever written or any solo I've ever played, over each chord, you're gonna hear that third featured, and it's something that I think developed pretty naturally over time for me, whether I realized I was doing it or not. But that third draws you in. I think it has some of the most emotional impact. Really illuminating what that harmony is. If I were just playing with a bass player, just bass note and guitar, you would be very aware of what harmony was happening, because over each chord change being suggested by the bass, I am somehow during that bar or that chord illuminating the third. And that gives the listener a sense of the flavor. And since I play trio quite a bit, that happens to be kind of an important component. And I think some of this was further developed through my study of jazz, where voice leading through thirds and sevenths becomes very important. So my ear got very used to, if there's a D minor to G to C chord progression, I want to hear that F over the D, resolving to that third of the G, and etc. I love that sound. So we're going to do a series of etudes now, and we're gonna take the song from the Andy Timmons Band Resolution record called "Deliver Us." And it's a 4-chord chord progression that goes from G minor to B flat major to D minor to F major. And what we're going to do is we're going to isolate the third of each of those chords, so you have 4 notes to remember. Initially, we're just going to play just the third of each chord, and then we're going to do a couple of exercises where we approach that third from a scalar note from below or from above. Again, a way of featuring the third without only playing it as the main tone. So let's give an example now of me playing through "Deliver Us," but only featuring the third of each chord, which over that G minor chord is going to be that B flat. Over B flat major is the D note. Over the D minor is the F note. And then over the F major, it's the A. So your notes available are the B flat, D, F natural, A. So I'm going to give you some examples now of featuring the third. I'm going to start off with specifically only playing the third over the chord changes. And then I'm going to give you examples of how to approach that third from a below by a scalar note and above a scalar note.